Hey everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Dandelion, which is brought to you. So, as you guys have seen, I've just finished Jisoo's route, and this time I'm going to be starting again with Jiyeon. Just a couple notes about Jiyeon. He values femininity and beauty more than art. Doesn't really care about art. And you can also find him reading magazines. Sometimes you'll see him watching soap operas, stuff like that. And later on, you're going to get a lot of time to work. So I would use that time to buy a lot of the bigger ticket items like the eyesight pills and the bathing suit, because you're going to need it in the last 2 months. You'll get more points with him if you have the bathing suit. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, I wanted to mention, I've heard from a couple of other viewers that apparently there is another bad ending for Jiyeon, and I have not found it. I found one little thing that says that it might lead to this alternate bad ending, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to be trying it out as I go along through this on my own, and if I get it, then I'm going to post the video. But if you guys know how to get to this, because so far I have asked, people have been telling me, oh, well, there's another one, but nobody has told me how to do it. I can't find it anywhere besides this one little tip-off that I found on Reddit. So if you know how to get to this alternate ending, the one that I didn't show in the video so far, please let me know. That would be very, very much appreciated. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Jiyeon is acting particularly strange today. He's been crying since the morning. I gave him some food, thinking that he was hungry, but it didn't help at all. I examined him carefully, but he didn't seem to have any particular problem. His eyes are sparkling as usual. Maybe he's hungry? No! And he cries even louder whenever I try to go anywhere.
너 대체 왜 그래?
I can't concentrate on my studies or anything because of him crying.
No!
He kept crying, looking into my eyes. Maybe... Can this be? That? The thing that I read in the book about cats a few days ago? The cycle that comes to them after they're a year old? For anyone who doesn't know what that means she thinks he's in heat. I picked Jiyeon up with trembling hands.
병원 가자. 점심시간.
The sign above the counter says lunch until 1. It's 12:40. I'll just wait a few minutes. I sat on a bench and put Jiyeon on my lap.
괜찮아. 의사 선생님이 곧 봐주실 거야.
I've never had a pet before, so I have no idea what I should do when something like this happens. I read some books about animals after I decided to keep them, but what's in theory and in practice are different. I'm going to have to ask the vet a lot of questions today.
Oh.
Jiyeon gently curled up on my lap. I stroked Jiyeon's back. Are you tired or something? He can't help but just cry because he can't speak. You poor thing. I hope the doctor will find out what's wrong with him. I'm worried. I lifted my head and looked up at the window. It's September. Fall has already arrived. When Jiyeon becomes alright, I'll take him to the park before it gets too cold. Unlike other cats, Jiyeon enjoys taking a walk outside. Wait just a little bit more. You'll feel better soon.
네가 말을 할 수 있으면 좋을 텐데.
Then I would be able to know whether you're sick or want to go somewhere and all that. But that's impossible, of course. Huh? What was that just now? I looked down at where the voice came from. What? A strange guy was lying on the bench with his head in my lap. Bright orange hair, pointy cat ears, and round, large eyes.
어?
나 원래대로 돌아왔네. 우와!
What? What's going on? Who is he? And where's Jiyeon? And the cat ears on his head, they're moving. Am I dreaming?
누나! 나 이제 말할 수 있어.
Are you talking to me? I pinched my cheek. It hurts. This is not a dream. No way. It can't be.
지연이?
어? 왜?
The guy looked straight at me and answered.
너 지연이 그 고양이야?
응. 아 참 여기선 이런 게 흔하지 않은 일이라고 했지.
뭐?
동물이 사람으로 변하는 거 말이야.
It's not just uncommon, it's impossible. This can never happen in reality. An animal changing into a person?
누나 집에 있는 동물들은 모두 사람이나 동물로 변할 수 있어.
말도 안 돼. 이건 꿈이야.
그게 그렇게 못 믿어온 일이야? 우리한테는 그게 보통인데.
His cat ears were twitching as he was speaking. How can there be cat ears on his head?
집에 있는 동물들이 전부 다 너처럼 사람으로 변할 수 있다고?
Faces of Jisoo, Jihye, Jiwoo, and Jiyeon flashed through my head. Come to think of it, all of them were in one basket at the very beginning. The 5 animals that someone left in my room. I thought it was strange, but
응. 아 근데 지금까지는 동물로 지냈어야 했어. 그게 게임의 규칙이거든.
게임?
what game?
응. 게임. 자세한 건 말할 수 없지만.
Game? Rules? He keeps talking about something that I don't understand. It's like a dream. Yes, it must be a dream. I can't understand anything that this guy who claims to be Jiyeon is saying. No, before that.
너희 지구 사람은 맞니?
It sounds like a stupid question, but it's a basic problem. Apparently, he's speaking in Korean, but he does not look like a Korean at all. And his ears.
그건 계약 위반이라 알려줄 수 없어.
It's so absurd to see him speaking Korean when he looks so exotic. And what does he mean by contract?
한국말은 어떻게 하는 거야?
사랑의 힘이지롱.
아,
미안. 사실 그건 아니고 마법의 힘이라고 하면 믿을래?
아니, 못 믿겠어.
But I'm clearly seeing him with my own 2 eyes. Now that I think about it, it's a bit scary. I thought that they were just my pets, but they were actually humans? Who on earth left them in my room? Then there really is such a thing as magic. No. No way.
누나.
I began to have flashbacks of what I did in front of the animals. Going around the house in my pajamas, going into my room naked after taking a shower. As all of these memories of my embarrassing moments came back to me, I wanted to hide somewhere.
누나.
Jiyeon suddenly came right up to me and linked his arm with mine. What?
뭘 그렇게 멍하니 생각해?
I almost lost my balance as he pulled me up.
집에 가자. 응?
Right. There's no reason to stay at a veterinary clinic anymore. It's still unbelievable, but an animal just changed into a human.
따뜻하고 먹을 거 많은 우리 집으로 출발! 부렁부렁!
Before I knew it, I was led by Jiyeon, who had on a bright smile. He's crossing his arms with mine.
누나!
근데 그 누나라는 호칭 말이야.
왜? 싫어? 난 좋은데.
그게...
I still wasn't fully convinced, but the guy knows my name. Do I really have to believe that he's Jiyeon? Jiyeon is extremely cheerful, just as he was as a cat.
저 사람 뭐야? 코스프레? 외국인? 우와, 진짜 귀 같아.
Uh-oh. maybe we shouldn't be going around with his ears revealed.
여기 사람들은 다 동물기가 없는 것 같네.
응.
He said here. Does that mean he's not from Earth? There is no place in this world where an animal turns into a human.
에이, 뭐야. 귀가 있는 게 훨씬 귀여운데.
I don't think it's a problem of looking cute. There were so many fun incidents since I started to raise the animals, but I had no idea that things would become like this.
누나, 왜 한 잔을 쉬어?
응?
왜 한 잔을 쉬어?
What? Why am I signing? Maybe his Korean is still poor.
왜 한숨을 쉬냐고?
아, 왜 휴 하고 그래?
He must still have poor speaking skills. Maybe the magic is limited.
역시 조금 충격을 받았나 봐. 앞으로 어떻게 할지 걱정하고 있어.
걱정은 보따리 내셔. 누나는 내가 지켜줄게.
Have no bear? It's definitely a familiar expression, but his choice of words is a bit off.
걱정은 붙들어 매라고 말하고 싶은 거야?
아, 응.
너 말이 좀 서툴구나.
근데 가끔은 귀엽게 보이려고 일부러 틀리게 말하기도 해.
I almost tripped at those words. Make mistakes on purpose to look cute? What's that supposed to mean?
오늘은 왜 하루 종일 야옹거리면서 온 거야?
I'm already having a normal conversation with this strange cat. It's definitely an unbelievable situation, but his cat ears are alive and moving in front of me, and his personality reminds me strongly of Jiyeon. Somehow, I feel a bit comfortable around him. Is it because we've lived together? Can he really be Jiyeon?
오늘 계속 몸이 이상한 거야. 확실히 마법이 약해지긴 했나 봐.
마법?
Does magic really exist? The word I've never thought existed in reality continues to revolve around my mind now.
누나, 내가 아픈 줄 알고 걱정해 준 거야?
응.
우와. 근데 어디가 아픈 줄 알았어?
That is... How am I supposed to tell him that I thought he was in heat?
누나,
As I avoided the question, we arrived home. I heard unfamiliar voices coming from the house.
뭐야?
What are those sounds? I hurriedly opened the front door and could not believe what I saw. And I'm gonna skip up because that's the same cutscene that we've seen already.
너 어디 나가?
The next cutscene is on September 22nd. Jiyeon was tying his shoelaces at the front door.
응,
어디 가는데?
불장난하러.
불장난?
운명의 불장난.
뭐? 그게 무슨 말이야?
Will he really be alright going out? Though it hasn't been long since the animals turned into humans, they go out pretty often. Is it because the house is small? It's really big for one person, but...
너 그 모자에 달린 고양이 귀.
It's a bit weird. He's a cat, yet he wears a hoodie with cat ears.
귀엽지, 귀엽지, 귀엽지.
아, 귀엽긴 한데.
That's not the problem.
그럼 나 다녀올게.
Before I could finish my sentence, Jiyeon gave me a wink and stepped out of the door. Is he really okay? Play with the fire of love? Maybe he didn't want to tell me where he's going.
운명의 불장난.
Jisoo, who was sitting in the living room sofa, snickered as he heard what Jiyeon had said.
지수야, 넌 지연이가 어디 가는지 알아? 불장난이라잖아. 나 걱정되는데.
보나마나 밥동량일걸?
그게 무슨 말이야?
밥 달라고 구걸하는 거 말이야.
Begging? Why would Jiyeon do that? I gave him 3 meals a day.
뒤따라 가볼래?
Tail him? follow after him?
아, 싫어. 내가 왜 미행 같은 거래.
재밌잖아.
재미가 있고 없고를 떠나서 미행은 좀...
여기 사람들한테 구걸하는 건 거의 처음일 테니까 거절당하고 발로 차이고 그러는 거 아닌지 몰라.
Hearing that made me a bit worried. Only the homeless would beg for food to strangers. A normal looking, no, a boy wearing a hat with cat ears who looks as if he's from an affluent home begging, then
발로 차이거나 그러진 않겠지만 좀...
그렇지. 여기선 그런 게 흔치 않은 일이니까 잡혀갈 수도 있어. 무서운 경찰 아저씨한테 말이야.
no way, shouldn't happen. If the police takes him and happens to remove his hat, then I'm the one who's gonna be in trouble.
가자.
허허, 드디어 미행할 마음이 생기셨군.
미행이 아니야. 가서 말릴 거야.
뭐 그러던지.
Playing with the fire of love or whatever, I have to stop him. What is this?
녀석 여전하네.
I don't have to go very far. Jiyeon is right in front of the house. 4 innocent middle-aged women were huddled around Jiyeon listening to his fabricated melodrama.
그래서 어찌 됐노?
그래서 아침에는 신문 돌리고 저녁에는 잠시 그렇고 그런 알바를.
Those kinds of part-time jobs? What is that supposed to mean? And why is he whimpering?
아이고 얼굴 이래 고운데 거참 안 됐다.
I can't believe they're buying this nonsense from a boy who's wearing a ridiculous hat with cat ears. There isn't any justice.
그려 누나하고 있다며 밥은 챙겨주고 그랴?
누나는 아빠 찾으러 간다고 6개월 전에 먼 곳으로 간 뒤로 연락이 끊겼어요.
You were not here 6 months ago.
동생은 아파가 병원에 누워있고 누나는 도망가고 그럼 청년 혼자 사는 기가?
저도 집세 낼 형편이 안 돼서 집안일 해주면서 얹혀 살고 있어요.
I shouted in disbelief and Jisoo shushed me. What housework? He throws orange peels everywhere and makes the house into a mess.
아유 그려 그 집에서 밥은 잘 주는가?
귤만 먹게 해줘요. 그래서 머리색도 귤색으로 변했어요.
아이고 젊을 땐 영양가 있는 음식을 먹어야지 귤 갖고 쓰겄나?
What? That just makes no logical sense at all. His hair turned orange because of the oranges? And why are these women believing him? And what? I only give him oranges? I give him fish, vegetables, fruits, and he claims that his hair turned orange?
자네 우리 집에 와서 밥 한 끼 하고 가라. 어제 불고기를 좀 했다.
아니요. 준석엄이 빨래한다고 바쁘다며. 우리 집에서 먹고 가. 우리 집에는 소고기 있어. 소고기.
우와, 소고기요? 저 소고기 못 먹은 지 엄청 오래됐는데.
이 아줌마들이 우리 집에 소고기 있다 와 이러노? 우리 집에서 먹고 가라. 그리고 이야기도 좀 더 해주고.
고맙습니다. 근데 저보다는 병원에는 동생을.
I can't believe this.
싸주면 되잖여. 집에 락앤락 많으니까 하나 사줄게. 그러니까 우리 집에 온나?
Is this what you call playing with the fire of love? I can't believe he's lying through his teeth with that cute innocent face. And I can't believe those women believe him. Are they just too nice or too naive? Or do they just like a good-looking guy?
근데 그 모자는 뭐고? 아이고 기가 달린네.
One woman finally mentioned the hat.
아, 이거 쓰고 있으면 동생이 웃어주거든요. 웃지 않게 된 지 오래돼서 버릇처럼 계속 쓰게 되네요.
He's just...
지수야, 그냥 돌아가자. 더는 못 보겠어.
I turned around and spoke to Jisoo. I shouldn't have followed him out here after all.
저 녀석도 참 대단하다 대단해. 하긴 저쪽 세계에서도 자주 했던 일인데 여기라고 못하겠어.
그게 무슨 말이야?
저 녀석 옛날부터 저렇게 살아왔어. 뭐 고양이들은 저런 식으로 구걸하면서 사는 경우가 꽤 많으니까.
Jisoo spoke with a sad look on his face. I wanted to ask him more about their world, but I stopped myself since he would say it would violate the contract anyway. But I feel a bit sad. The fact that there are many cats who beg to feed themselves.
실망했어? 고양이는 조심해야 돼. 겉과 속이 다르거든.
너도 그래?
나는 강아지과라서 괜찮아.
그건 또 뭐야?
의리파라는 거지.
True, Jisoo is more like a dog than a cat. He's honest and loves to eat. Leaving behind the middle-aged women fighting over Jiyeon, I returned home. Thinking that I've seen something that I shouldn't, my heart felt heavy. And I'm gonna end it here for today. If you want to see some of the other routes, just click the links at the top, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching!